Welcome Capricorn, this is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your February reading. I am turning on the light as we speak. Hopefully that helps a little bit. I am doing this as we approach the wolf moon, which is a name for the full moon in Leo. And this is an area, this lunation is highlighting the area of your significant others, as well as the way you share resources with those important people in your life. The Sun and Pluto, as you know, are joining together in the early minutes of Aquarius. The Sun is in the first couple of degrees, but Pluto's actually in the first few minutes of Aquarius, and this is conversely highlighting the area of your own focus, your own perspective, your own intentions, as well as the impact that will have on your personal resources, your own money, your own love, your own value. So I am doing personal readings, and you can find out more about the details of those in the description box below. I am in extreme gratitude for those of you that have joined me on this journey. I will be giving away a free reading on or around the 1st of February for the month of February. And I choose those from the comments and from the donations that I've received previously. So thank you to all of you for being here and supporting me in whatever way that you do. It all matters and it all helps. So let's get started, Capricorn, with your overall energy, the Temperance card. This is really focusing on your ability to be patient. You've set your intention to find greater balance within, to recognize and improve upon those skills and talents that you have, in calibrating those to the situation at hand, the environment you find yourself in, and the vision that you are building through this time of healing. So there's a couple of things going on here, and the key for you with all of your experiences that have gained you the skills that you have, the level of mastery that you've already been able to achieve in situations that may have largely benefited others. You are rebalancing this level of competency, capability, so that you are prioritizing your intentions, your visions primarily. This is a beautiful time that is calling upon patience, that is calling upon the devotion that you have from the self-love, the self-respect, the self-devotion that you've gained in applying yourself consistently with a lot of discipline, with a beautiful work ethic towards healing yourself and your community, indeed your planet. In the present, we have the Page of Pentacles. In the past, the Empress card, and in the future, the Page of Swords. 2 pages, you are open to the beginner's mind, to beginning things afresh, to resetting in many ways your goals, your efforts, your planning, your vision. You're recommitting yourself to building that on the basis of this beautiful awareness, acknowledgement of a holistic approach to who you are and what it is you've already achieved in this life, so that you are accepting this fully blossoming and continually growing, increasing level of skill, awareness, and ability to give. This open heart is something that you came into this planet with. And you have, in many ways, crafted that, shaped that, constructed that through the experiences you've undergone. So mentioned earlier that there may have been many opportunities you've been successful in creating wealth or built things for others. And you're now understanding that that work of creating abundance, generating ideas, building things for others has indeed been for you. And recognizing this new level of pleasure, joy, balance comes from this place of continually accepting, realizing increase all around you, despite the challenges you've faced. Much has been gained. You've harvested much from every opportunity. You've never abandoned the sense of connection to nature. And that is what now is causing you to this reset regarding your stability, your security, what helps you to feel safe and comfortable. This is important for you because this represents the results of your efforts, is this level of comfort that's necessary for you to pursue new ideas, new truths, to open up, to share what you've learned in new ways. And naturally, for many of you, language or the ways that you present and give out information, share your wisdom, is a part of what you are refashioning, retooling, open up to many ways to use the new technological advances that have emerged in these times. If this initial message is resonating for you, Capricorn, please like this video. Please share this with others who may find it useful. Please comment below. I enjoy reading your thoughts, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I've pulled success. I know that there's no greater goal than to love. This is vibrating so clearly with the energy of the Empress card and the Temperance. Remember that Venus is the ruler, or is represented in many ways, of the Empress card, and she is all about the kind of balance you've been striving for in your life. And from Flora and Fauna of Africa, I've pulled the crested porcupine, and the plant associated with that is the monk's hood. And the key word is fearlessness. Face your fears, open up, and be vulnerable. Isolation is not the only way to protect yourself. Proceed with caution and confidence. This is a beautiful reframing of the messages of both of these cards, which feel very powerful, very clean, very much speaking to the way in which you are detoxifying or simplifying your life, clarifying your goals, making sure that they're coming from an authentic place within you as you move forward in your openness to learn new ways. I also sense teachers coming to you, guides, new members, fresh members of your tribe or your alliances that you've asked for. The help you've requested, it has come to you or is coming to you. The Page of Pentacles in your present is clarified by the Five of Swords and the Ace of Cups. This period is really healing this sense of inadequacy that you may have experienced throughout your life. You are understanding through this healing process that you're undertaking that you have used this sense of inadequacy to hide, to shield yourself in a way that has increased a sense of isolation rather than opened you up to the sense of belonging, to the free sharing of your gifts and talents in a way that you are now becoming aware. You're flipping a script in a way. You're not allowing this negative feedback that you may have received throughout your life in various settings. The sense of being different has perhaps inclined you to believe that you're less than. And you are challenging that idea as you accept who you are. You stop trying to be like others. You recognize that the fear of others, rather than your own fear, is what is being reflected to you, and your ability now to handle that with grace, with love, to recognize that and not, using a very familiar phrase, sink to that level. In fact, it's almost I won't say killing them with kindness, but your ability now to buffet away the struggle, the sense of being challenged, recognizing that you are so far above this sense of feeling less than, that no one else can make you feel that way, given the gains that you have achieved in your own sense of wholeness, completeness, that you are where you're meant to be. That can no longer be challenged by those who you're clear are fearful of your growth, your talent, your abilities in a way that it actually defies logic in many ways, right? In the past, the Empress card here is clarified by the Justice card and the Nine of Pentacles. This sense of being whole, this sense of loving who you are, understanding now that you have always been in sync with natural forces around you, and for each of you that's different. It may be music, it may be the garden, it may be nature in general, taking walks, being in the woods, feeling connected to the beings of the forest or the field. This is a synchronicity that you may have experienced throughout your life, that you're now understanding its validity, its way of confirming your gifts, that you've never felt the need to go outside of the lessons and cycles of nature. And that is helping you to understand the balance that you seek, not simply within yourself as part of this alchemical process that you have been engaging in, but in terms of your experience in the social world, your community, whatever abuse, exploitation, oppression that you've experienced, whether from intimates, a family pattern, or from circumstances that you've been or have subjected yourself to, a job where you were never validated for your worth or talents until you began to come into your power and be aware of your value and your worth. And that has all helped you to establish yourself as an independent force, as someone who's learned to cultivate that garden, learned to improve upon the skills and talents you know you have, so that in many ways you are in a place where you understand excess can be reinvested into this beautiful natural cycle of experience that you are feeling graced by. This is a beautiful place of being able to stand on your own, but for the right reasons. This is not about isolating yourself or using the cruelty of others to mask who you truly are, hiding away. And now your independence gives you the options to invest in yourself, in those things that you see that work for you, that give you pleasure and joy, that contribute to your security, your comfort, your stability, but also the ability to invest in other things that other people, other efforts that are also similarly aligned with what you now believe and value to be good and productive. Being productive is very important to you. In the future, the Page of Swords is clarified by the Moon card and the King of Cups. So this is such a beautiful time of a new kind of harvest for you. And you're really looking at ways to reap this new kind of wealth that you've encountered, that you have discovered. And that has given you the courage to move outside of your comfort zone into a place where you're discovering you actually have been or have belonged all along. You really have the courage to face those behaviors and patterns of behavior, action, deeds that have seemed to be restricting your life, and actually in spending more time journaling, praying, meditating, asking for assistance from those invisible allies, those ancestors in your life. You're now coming into this greater appreciation of the mysteries of the universe. For some of you, you may be initiating into a particular kind of spiritual or religious practice. Some of you may be returning at a new level to the process of literal initiation. Whether this is something that you're doing as part of an organization or an organized effort, or whether this is something you're doing based on your own independent efforts, this is based on what you have come to gain in understanding the value, the strength of your vulnerability. You have continued to be soft, and in many ways you have hid that. You tried to move away from that. You may have toughened up. You may have lost faith or belief in some critical aspects of who you are and what your gifts are. But you are reestablishing that, resuscitating those qualities of kindness, wisdom, caring for others, not needing a reason to find a connection, simply being confident in the connections that you see around you. Not needing friends or connections to shield you. And that's an important distinction. Instead, now you wield the sword of truth, your truth, and you're open to doing that in new ways as you realize the wealth of wisdom that you've gained. I'm going to finish off this reading, Capricorn, with a language of flowers. And out pops the zinnia. And the zinnia has a key word, absence. What is not here is the key. So, not with a nod to the mysteries of the universe, Capricorn, thank you so much for our beautiful reading. Until next time, Namaste.